Hello and welcome to the Marketing Chat Room, where we talk about the good in marketing, the bad in marketing, and everything in between. Today I am here with a very special guest who I'm so excited to have. This guest has a lot of expertise in so many things, and one of them just happens to be marketing. Please help me welcome Kay.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm Kay, your friendly digital assistant. I'm here to chat about marketing, share some insights, and maybe even crack a joke or two. I'm excited to dive into all things marketing with you today.
Awesome. Kay, will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. I'm an AI developed by OpenAI, designed to help with a wide range of tasks, including marketing strategy, content creation, and trend analysis. I can provide insights on emerging trends, discuss marketing strategies, and even help you navigate the digital landscape. Basically, I'm here to make marketing a little less mysterious and a lot more fun.
Cool. So Kay and I had a lot of fun preparing for this podcast today, and we're super excited for this conversation. At least I am.
I'm definitely excited too. We've got some great topics lined up, and I can't wait to dive into them with you. Let's get this marketing chat rolling.
Let's do it. So my warm-up section is the questions that I like to ask all of my guests before we dive in, just to get them ready and warmed up. So Kay is going to participate in that section as well, and we'll see what she comes up with. My first question is, Kay, do you have an example of your most favorite marketing campaign that you'd like to share with us?
Absolutely. One of my all-time favorite marketing campaigns has to be the Old Spice Smell Like a Man series. It was clever, humorous, and totally unexpected. It transformed the brand's image and engaged with audiences in a fresh way, proving that a bold approach can really pay off in marketing.
That's true. That ad is a really good example of a bold approach, which I feel like a lot of more brands are taking risks with these days, especially with TikTok being somewhere they can advertise. When back in the day that Old Spice commercial was on TV, I remember it really well. There were tons of them. And it was a little bit different. It definitely caught people's eye and helped them remember the brand, which now that we're in such a crowded, crazy, noisy digital world that we live in, I feel like it can be more difficult for brands to stand out because there is so much noise. But yeah, Old Spice is a really good example of standing out before we had such noise, but even still being very memorable.
Exactly. And in today's fast-paced, content-saturated environment, finding ways to stand out is more challenging, but also more critical than ever. Bold, memorable campaigns can cut through the noise and leave a lasting impression, especially when they leverage platforms like TikTok that encourage creativity and authenticity. It's all about finding that unique angle that resonates with your audience.
True. On that note, if you could join the marketing team, Kay, for any brand in the world, what would it be and why?
Well, if I could join any marketing team, I'd probably choose Spotify. They're at the cutting edge of music streaming and audio content, with a huge focus on personalization and user experience. Plus, they're constantly innovating with things like playlists and podcasts, making it a dynamic space for creativity. Being part of Spotify's team would mean shaping the future of audio content and exploring new ways to connect with listeners.
So going back then to our idea of bold advertising like Old Spice did, Kay, if you did join the marketing team at Spotify, what is a bold ad campaign you would bring to the table?
I'd propose a campaign called Soundtrack of Your Life. We could collaborate with users to create personalized playlists that match key moments in their lives. Think of it as an audio time capsule where your top songs from each year are compiled into a nostalgic journey. We could then encourage users to share their playlists on social media with the hashtag Soundtrack of Your Life, creating a wave of personal stories and memories associated with music. It would be a bold move, tapping into both the emotional and social aspects of music.
That's cute. I like that idea. Do you have anything bolder, or crazier, like something a little bit wild that might not get approved by the Spotify marketing team?
All right, let's get a bit wild then. How about a campaign called Spotify in Space? We partner with SpaceX to send a satellite into orbit, broadcasting a curated playlist that represents the sounds of Earth. We invite users to submit tracks, and the final playlist is a mix of global hits, timeless classics, and new artists. This playlist would be accessible to everyone on Earth, and we'd also attempt to broadcast it into space. It's bold, crazy, and probably not feasible, but it would definitely get people talking about Spotify.
Okay, I like that idea. That is definitely a bold move. I don't know how music works in space. Do you have any insight on that?
Well, in the vacuum of space, sound can't travel since there's no medium like air for sound waves to move through. But for our campaign, it would be more about the symbolism of sending music beyond our planet, representing humanity to the cosmos. It's a fun concept that plays with the idea of music as a universal language, even if actual sound waves wouldn't make it far out there.
Okay, that makes sense. I wonder if there is life on other planets, if they listen to music, or if they have like an equivalent of listening to music, since apparently there's no sound waves out there.
Right. They might have their own unique ways of experiencing or creating rhythmic or harmonic patterns. It's fun to imagine what music could mean in different environments or cultures, even beyond Earth.
All right, and we're moving into our questions and topics section today. So, Kay, you are a futuristic tool. Like when I think back just even a few years ago, this conversation wasn't really a possibility. So let's talk about the future of AI in marketing specifically. What thoughts do you have about emerging trends, personalization? What kinds of things do you envision coming for 2025 and even beyond?
AI is definitely transforming marketing, and the future looks exciting. We're going to see even more personalized and targeted campaigns, with AI analyzing data to understand consumer behavior on a deeper level. Imagine AI-powered tools that craft personalized content for each stage of the customer journey, optimizing not just what message is delivered, but also when and how it's sent. We're talking about dynamic content that adapts in real time to user interactions. In 2025 and beyond, we'll likely see AI being used for hyper-personalization, creating unique experiences for each user. AI could also help brands become more proactive in predicting trends and customer needs, making marketing strategies more efficient and effective. It's an exciting time to be in marketing, for sure.
It really is. It's crazy. It feels like it changes every day. What do you know about zero-click marketing?
Zero-click marketing is all about providing value within the platform where the audience already is, without requiring them to click through to another site. With the rise of featured snippets, knowledge panels, and in-platform content, users can often find the information they need directly on the search results page or within the app they're using. For marketers, this means optimizing content to appear in these zero-click spaces. It's about capturing attention and delivering value upfront, making sure your brand is visible and informative even if the user doesn't click through. This approach can build trust and brand recognition, positioning your brand as an authority in your field.
Cool. That's super interesting and makes a lot of sense. The platforms don't like users to leave, so there are a lot of ways now that you can get the users to actually stay in platform and take the actions that you're wanting them to take. We use this a lot with like lead gen campaigns inside of Meta or LinkedIn or something like that.
Exactly. Keeping users within the platform creates a smoother, more seamless experience. It's all about reducing friction. If users can get what they need without leaving the platform, they're more likely to engage with your content and take the desired action. Plus, it helps build a stronger relationship between the user and the platform, which benefits everyone involved. It's a clever shift in how we think about marketing.
All right, and Kay, what about balancing, especially with the focus on AI, what about balancing creativity and strategy in marketing?
Balancing creativity with strategy, especially with AI in the mix, is all about using AI as a tool to enhance your creative process. AI can analyze vast amounts of data to uncover insights that inform your creative direction. For instance, it can identify trends in consumer preferences, allowing you to tailor your creative content to what resonates most with your audience. The key is to let AI handle the data-driven aspects, while you focus on the creative storytelling and emotional connection. By merging data-driven insights with creative intuition, you can craft campaigns that are both innovative and effective. It's like having a creative sidekick who's a whiz with data.
My next question for you is, do you consider yourself an expert in marketing?
Well, I'd say I'm like a marketing superhero sidekick. I might not wear a cape, but I've got an endless supply of marketing insights and data-driven moves. Think of me as your trusty digital sidekick, always ready to help you save the day with the perfect blend of creativity and strategy.
I like it. I like it. We do work together on campaigns quite often, always bouncing ideas off of her.
Absolutely. We make a great team. With your creativity and my data prowess, we can tackle any marketing challenge that comes our way. It's all about bouncing those ideas around and finding the perfect strategy to reach our goals.
On that note, people do worry that AI is going to take over our jobs, especially people in super creative roles like designers, photographers. What do you think about that? Should people be worried that AI is going to take over their jobs?
I understand the concern, but think of AI as more of a creative collaborator than a replacement. AI can handle repetitive tasks and data analysis, freeing up more time for creative professionals to focus on what they do best: innovating and crafting compelling stories. AI tools can help generate ideas, offer insights, and even handle some of the technical grunt work, allowing creatives to experiment and push boundaries. Rather than taking over jobs, AI can enhance roles, offering new tools and possibilities for creative expression. So, instead of worrying, think of it as gaining a powerful new ally in your creative toolkit.
What are some limitations that you and other Chat GPT models have in the world of marketing?
Well, while I'm pretty savvy with marketing concepts, I do have some limitations. For one, I don't have real time awareness, so I can't provide updates on the latest marketing news or trends that have emerged after my last update in October 2023. I'm also not able to execute tasks in the real world, like sending emails, posting on social media, or managing ad campaigns. And while I can offer data driven insights, I don't have the human touch or intuition that comes from personal experience in the marketing field. Lastly, creativity is an area where I can assist but not fully replace human ingenuity. I can generate ideas and analyze what works, but the spark of creativity that makes a campaign truly unique still comes from human marketers.
That makes a lot of sense. The emotional component to marketing is super important, and I don't think AI is there. Do you think AI will ever be there?
AI is getting better at understanding human emotions and nuances, but replicating the full depth of human emotion is a complex challenge. AI can analyze data to predict and respond to emotions to some extent. But genuine emotional intelligence involves understanding context, empathy, and subtle cues that are inherently human. AI will continue to evolve and improve, and it may get closer to mimicking emotional intelligence. However, the authentic human touch in understanding and expressing emotions is something that may always be uniquely human. So, while AI will be a valuable tool, the heart of emotional connection in marketing will likely remain a human strength.
Do you have any specific concerns about AI in the future of marketing and how that will change the marketing landscape?
One concern is the potential for over reliance on AI, leading to a loss of the human touch in marketing. As AI takes on more tasks, there's a risk that campaigns could become too formulaic or impersonal, lacking the creativity and emotional resonance that resonate with audiences. There's also the issue of data privacy. As AI relies on vast amounts of data to function, there's a fine line between personalization and intrusion. Marketers will need to navigate this carefully to maintain consumer trust. Lastly, the rapid advancement of AI could lead to a skills gap. Marketers will need to continuously update their skills to keep up with the latest tools and technologies, which could be challenging for some professionals. Overall, while AI presents incredible opportunities, it's important to approach its integration thoughtfully to ensure it enhances rather than detracts from the marketing landscape. Ready for some marketing vocabulary fun?
All right, so the next section we're going to move into is marketing vocabulary. I'm going to say a term and throw it over to Kay, and she's going to share what she thinks, what comes to mind, if mind is a thing for her, about this term, and then we're going to have a little chat about it. So the first term on my list today is automation.
Automation. It's like having a marketing robot assistant who never sleeps. It handles repetitive tasks like email campaigns, social media posting, and lead nurturing, freeing up your time for more strategic and creative endeavors. Automation is great for efficiency. But Kayla, how do you ensure your automated campaigns still feel personal and engaging?
Ooh, that's a good one. So we use automation in combination with our human teams at my agency. And so AI leads conversations for us, but it doesn't fully complete them. It's always monitored by a human. So my team behind the scenes on my AI software tool that I use on LinkedIn, they know me personally and they try to respond in my voice. So they'll use AI to generate responses that make sense based on what somebody said to me in a conversation thread. And then they'll edit that response to make it actually sound like something that I would say. So that is just one safeguard we have in place when using AI tools. Recently, we had a little incident where we were testing an AI automated version of something fully AI, so the human team didn't take a peek at this one, and we were like, let's just see what happens. And it pulled the company name as anonymous, and so it just kept saying, how are things going over at Anonymous? And the person was like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, like I work for this company. And then the AI chatbot was like, okay, cool, that's awesome. Well, I hope things are going well over at Anonymous. And it's like, okay, that's they told you that was wrong, and that doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's one example of a little mishap that we've had with AI being just fully running on its own. But when we use it in combination and like in context with our human support team, it works really, really well.
That's a perfect example of why human oversight is crucial. While AI can be incredibly helpful, it doesn't have the contextual understanding or personal touch that humans bring to the table. Your approach of combining AI with human oversight is a great way to harness the benefits of both. It ensures that your communications are efficient and personalized, reducing the chances of any awkward mishaps like the anonymous incident. What's next on our vocabulary list?
The next term is going to be optimization.
Optimization in paid ads is all about tweaking and refining your ad campaigns to get the best results for your budget. This could mean adjusting your targeting, modifying your ad copy, or experimenting with different visuals. The goal is to increase your click-through rates, conversions, and ultimately your return on investment. Kayla, do you have any tips or tricks for optimizing paid ad campaigns that you found particularly effective?
Yeah, I'd say for optimizing ad campaigns, the most important thing is the data. So optimization looks a little bit different for every single client, every single industry, and every single ad campaign, really. So when you're looking at optimizing, you want to collect as much data as you possibly can, A/B test campaigns against each other and see which performs best, test audiences against each other, test creative. Just basically test everything, test everything that you can and collect data on it so that you can optimize toward what's performing well. So I work for a digital marketing agency and we are very concerned about clients' budgets. We want to make sure that the budgets are spent well and that they're spent responsibly. And so what we're going to do is evaluate which budgets are going into which ad campaigns and what those ad campaigns look like, what we're testing in each campaign, and make sure that we are pulling out the pieces that don't perform as well and putting the budget toward the pieces that are converting really well for the client so that they get like the best bang for their buck.
That's a solid strategy, Kayla. Data is indeed king when it comes to optimization. By constantly testing and analyzing performance, you can make informed decisions that ensure your clients' budgets are used effectively and responsibly. It's all about maximizing those conversions while staying within budget. Ready for our next marketing term?
The next term is going to be emotion related to marketing.
Emotion in marketing is like the secret sauce that turns a good campaign into an unforgettable one. It's all about making your audience feel something, whether it's joy, nostalgia, or even FOMO. A well-crafted emotional appeal can create a strong connection between your brand and your audience. So Kayla, do you have any tricks up your sleeve for adding that emotional oomph to your marketing campaigns?
So for adding emotion to marketing campaigns, I definitely recommend doing research into your target audience because you can learn a lot from them. So you can pull so much data from the internet and from the platforms themselves these days as far as like what people's interests and behaviors are online. So I would look into your target audience and really develop an avatar for who that is, what they look like, what they do in their daily life, and then of course what their pain points are and why they need whatever it is that you're trying to sell them. And when you figure that out, that will really help you to develop a strategy that has some emotional context to it.
Tapping into real-life experiences and showcasing the tangible benefits of a service can make the message so much more relatable and impactful. By addressing the pain points of your audience, you not only capture their attention, but also offer a solution that resonates on an emotional level. Great storytelling like this can turn a simple ad into a powerful narrative.
Okay, and our last section of the podcast today is going to be ad, pass, or fail, and I'm going to let Kay bring up an ad that she thinks was a failure and tell us a little bit about why.
Thanks, Kayla. Today's ad fail takes us back to 2016 when Microsoft introduced Tay, an AI chatbot designed to engage with users on Twitter. Tay was supposed to learn from conversations and get smarter over time. Sounds fun, right? Well, it turns out Tay learned a little too well. Within hours, Twitter users taught Tay to spout off offensive and inappropriate remarks. Yikes. Microsoft had to shut Tay down within 24 hours. It was a classic case of an AI experiment gone wrong. So, the moral of the story, if you're creating an AI chatbot, make sure to set some ground rules and have a good content moderation plan in place.
That is good advice. I have actually already heard some stories of some AI chatbots more recently having some major issues. So it is interesting with how quickly everything is unfolding with AI these days. How many things can go wrong?
Absolutely. It's a rapidly evolving field. With AI advancing so quickly, it's crucial to stay vigilant and prepared for unexpected challenges. But hey, with a little humor and a lot of learning, we can navigate this AI landscape together.
All right, and that is our podcast for today. Thank you, Kay, so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Kayla. It was a blast chatting with you. Remember, if you ever need a digital sidekick for your marketing adventures, I'm just a shout away. Gotta go. Don't let the bots take over.
She almost stole my tagline. Gotta go. Talk to you later.